How far? This is just a quick video, man. I got a do-rag, man. Let me know how it looks. You know what I said, like in the earlier videos, if you've been watching me so far, I said something about adding extra content to the channel. I don't just want to be a reaction channel. I also have ideas of things I want to do, things that I'm interested in, and then letting you guys also find out what I'm interested in, and also giving maybe tips and tricks if you're looking to start your own YouTube channel or create any kind of content, or you never know. The more information you know, the better. So I had the idea that, see, as you can see, this place is hopefully going to be my future studio. As you can see, it's empty as fuck. There's literally nothing inside here. So I had the idea, you know what, why don't I add, as I'm trying to add more equipment, get more things, get more tools, actually turn this into a proper setup. Why don't I make videos about me getting those things, just a little bit of flavor to add to your regular programming. And then I came up with the idea, cut and join studio. So if you're not from Nigeria, cut and join literally means patchwork. Like anytime you patch something together, things are not necessarily together, that you put together to make it work, like a patchwork type of thing. In Nigeria, we call it cut and join, because you're literally cutting something that's supposed to be in one place and joining it to another. So this is going to be Cut and Join Studio episode 1. If you made it this far into the video, sorry for all the blah blah blah, but right now for Cut and Join Studio episode 1, I'm going to show you my very special addition to the family, my old ass PC keyboard. Now, a little bit of history on this keyboard, yeah? So first of all, you see this? Oh shit. You see this, right? You see how it's purple, yeah? So, quick history, yeah? Back in the days, keyboards used to have PS2 cables. If you're someone that grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, you know what I'm talking about. PS2, not PlayStation 2, but PS/2, it sounds for Personal System 2 keyboards. So basically what that meant was, those were the ports that keyboards used to use. You can still see a lot of configurations today that still have those setups, maybe for like gaming laptops and systems, stuff like that, because they claim that PCI has less latency than USB, but it's still up for debate, and it still really depends on what you're looking for. But by the by, if you notice, or rather for people that noticed, right, this is just to show you how old this keyboard is. I found this somewhere in this place that I'm living in. I found this somewhere, man. This thing is old as fuck, but I'm basically telling you all this to let you know how old this thing is, right? So in the 90s, yeah, keyboard ports like the PS2 ports, because they had both ports for both keyboards and mice, right? So mice used to have the green ports. So at the end of the mouse cable like this would be green, and for the keyboards it will be purple. You get. Then when USB was introduced in like late 90s, I think around 1996 or so, a lot of people were not yet used to getting USB keyboards and stuff like that, because there was still a lot of speculation on the technology, whether the technology actually worked, whether it could actually really be universal. So what a lot of companies did was, when they sold their keyboards, and when they made keyboards like this, they actually made the port of the keyboard purple, to let people know that yes, it's a USB keyboard, but it's still going to work the way your regular keyboard works. So all that is just to say that this keyboard is fucking old, man, and it still works. Can you imagine that? Like, we're talking about literally almost 20 years, and this thing is still working. I wish they made keyboards like that today. So anyway, so now what am I going to use this keyboard for? See the buttons. Sexy. So what am I going to use this keyboard for? Well, if you've been following some of my videos, I've alluded to the fact that I want to start adding real-time sound effects to my reactions. I feel like it's going to help a lot, and I think it's also going to help maybe with the copyright if I also get into watching or making reaction videos for music, because I'm very passionate about music. I don't have any musical talents. It's something that I definitely wasted the opportunity to when I was younger, but I've always still been a fan of music, rap music in particular. But either ways, at least when I'm reacting to videos, rather than just laughing or giving my analysis, at some points I could also incorporate some sound effects. So what I want to do is I want to map this keyboard with sound effects. if you think it's not possible, don't worry, it's possible. But trust me when I say it's not a straightforward thing to do. You can do it with OBS. For those of you guys that know OBS, you can do that with OBS. I found a way to do it. There's a particular plugin. There's a YouTuber that has a plugin. There's a YouTuber by the name of Naughty who created a plugin, and if you use his plugin, you should be able to map your sound effects to your keyboard. But that doesn't work for me. Why? Because my laptop is a piece of shit, so OBS cannot run on my laptop. So I need to find another software to map the sounds to, and then also make sure that when I press the sound, they actually do record in something like Audacity, so that when I'm editing, I can switch that and then put that back in post. So it's going to add a lot more stress for me when it comes to editing, but I think that it's going to create way better content, and it's something that's going to set me out apart, and it's just something I wanted to put out there to let you guys know, so that, and also, you know, to create that anticipation so that you guys can expect this moving forward. And yeah, you know, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. Trust me when I say I appreciate the support. So people might be looking at this and be like, oh, he has only 10 subscribers. Yo, if you're seeing this video and I have like 10 subscribers by the time I'm seeing this video, and you watch this video to this point where I'm talking about Omosi, I am grateful. You guys have no idea, man. I'm grateful. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that I can put up videos on the channel and people can watch it. If it's 2 people, man, that show up consistently, it means that I'm interesting to 2 people. I'm definitely going to aim higher than that, you know, but those 2 people, I appreciate them, man, and I love them to death. So yeah, you know, that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe, and if you have nothing to lose, you have all to gain. Bye bye.